Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Robeson. Today we are going to continue our series on design styles, and this one is one of my favorites, can you tell? Because we're going to be talking about the style which is now called glam. Well, is it obvious? I picked the most glamorous room in my home. It happens to be my bedroom, but I find that even as a professional interior designer, I often use more glam items in bedrooms than in other rooms, although the glam style can be used throughout your entire home if that's what you choose to do. Now, I call this bedroom California glam, okay? Because it is white, light, and airy, and it is sparse with its accessories and the pieces that I have in here. Later on in the video, I'm going to walk you through the details in this bedroom that identify as glam. The glamorous style actually involves creating a moody space. Now, it can be a light moody space, but sometimes a glamorous room, for example, a glamorous bedroom, can be super moody if the walls are painted a rich, deep color. Architecturally, you'll often find large crown and base molding, and they can be in a stained finish or they can be painted white. Feature walls sometimes will be covered in stone or slate, applied molding and glass. Sometimes you can even do applied molding on your ceiling and add metallic wallpaper inside of it or a metallic paint with cove lighting. When you think of a glamorous, elegant style, you can think of gleaming surfaces, marble, brushed brass, mirrored or reflective surfaces, metallics with lacquer, and quartzite slabs, and lots of glitz. You'll see plush fabrics like velvet, mohair, suede, leather, feathers, silk, taffeta, cashmere, fur, sheepskin. A glamorous bedroom will always have layered and luxurious bedding. Now, for furniture styles, the characteristics are there's a lot of upholstered furniture pieces with metal legs or with brass legs, tufted sofas. Headboards can be upholstered or they can be ornately carved design. A luxury look on a headboard would be something that's tufted or one that encases you. And there are a lot of headboards these days that it's almost like a large wingback chair where the headboard sort of surrounds you on the sides and encases you. It gives you a very luxurious, romantic look. If it's a living room that you're doing, you might consider adding a black grand piano or even a white one. That's pretty glamorous too. You'll see lucite tables, rich colors and textures, sexy legs and silhouettes. Glamorous design includes statement lighting, which can be like art in and of itself, crystal light fixtures, and perhaps some beautiful sconces or pendant lights. Or a more modern version. For example, take a look at this lighting. So I decided to make this a moment where I could create an architectural lighting fixture that would be yummy, spectacular, glorious, glamorous, and incredibly luxurious. These are crystal balls. I think this fixture is amazing. I got this again at Blackwell Lighting, and on these cables, we attached it. Instead of, most of the time you attach these to the wall, we attached it to the ceiling and had a faceplate made so it could be attached to the floor, keeping it solid so people wouldn't walk by here and hit it. But this piece to me is like game changer. It is so beautiful. In the glamorous style room, window treatments are a must because it adds that drama and the warmth to a room. Keywords would include sophistication, lush, plush fabrics, things that sparkle, dramatic. If your walls are dark, then I would recommend getting a similar color of fabric in a solid to have your window treatment panels done in. So it's a smooth, not a big contrast, it's just a smooth leading into this luxury softness. If your walls are light, then of course, do light window treatments. Accessories are plush rugs, animal skin rugs, crystal decanters, coffee table books, furs and throws. If you have a fireplace, it could be a solid slab, would be beautiful. It could even have a mantle on it, but the diamond glass on the inside rather than regular firewood would add so much to a very glamorous look. With that, we can add candles, furry pillows, fresh flowers in a crystal cut vase, perfume bottles, and gold gilded frames and mirrors. Art pieces can be black and white prints. You can do nudes, especially if it's in your bedroom, and sculptures in the human form. Typically moody with elegant art pieces framed in acrylic, and acrylic legs even on some of your furniture. Glamorous style is a big and confident style, and it shows the style of the homeowner. When a homeowner chooses glamorous, it's because she's confident, and she likes a little bit of romance. Let's go shopping and look at some furniture, and I'll show you what things I would choose to put in a glamorous home. This is a fabulous lamp. I think the light is coming through the windows, and it just, I just went, I want to go see those. These are just beautiful. And it's super glamorous because it has the metal shade. It's a black shade. Light will not emit through this. It'll go straight down on the glass. Something you need to keep in mind though, this is a very short lamp. I'm gonna say this is about 18, 20 inches tall. So you're not gonna wanna put these on nightstands because you'll be looking down over this. You're gonna wanna put these up on a credenza like this, or even perhaps if you had a high boy, some sort of thing where you're gonna look at it like here, not here, and not really there either. It's all about the placement. So make sure if you buy something like this that you have enough room and you know where it's gonna go. Otherwise you'll be disappointed at the scale and the height. But absolutely incredible, incredible glamorous lamp. All right, I love this closet. This is a wine cellar in the middle of a hallway, but it's perfect for the glam style. And I'll tell you what makes it glam. First off, these doors are fabulous. I wish I had those in my house. But the back of this whole thing, this refrigerated wine cellar, is mirrors, and they're antiqued mirrors. I call this very glam and very fabulous. So I've shown you glamorous bedrooms, but what does a glam house look like? How do you incorporate glam in all the areas of your house? Well, let's go back to Maria's place. Last year, I took you guys on a tour of a home that she and her husband bought, refurbished, and then put on the market. That is Hollywood glam, and it's throughout the house.
This is a cluster, and I love this fixture because I could have added 5 in a row here and just created this beautiful up and down,
Have you ever done that?
I have done that. Yeah.
5 in a row?
No, 4 in a row.
Okay, see, we need to get you a project that has a larger, longer dining room.
Yeah.
To get that 5.
I wanted to do this over the bathtub, but the ceiling was too low. Can you imagine how pretty that would have been?
Yes.
But
you know, plumbers are weird, or electricians are weird about allowing you to put fixtures over bathtubs.
You're not really allowed to do that,
No,
but after,
not to code.
After your inspection is done,
Then you can go in and electrocute something.
you can electrocute yourself if you like.
This is so glamorous.
It's kind
Girl!
glamorous and kind of modern and kind of a lot of things mixed together.
Incredible. And look at these light fixtures.
Oh, aren't they pretty? You could also, get back into your disco roots and put this on.
I was going to say, I feel this need to, my flash dance and what a feeling. And then the water comes down. Remember that scene? Oh, that scene.
I know it well.
talk about a showstopper.
I love this space.
Oh my gosh.
And I didn't order any window coverings because...
All right, before we look too much, let's take a look at the before photos of this bathroom.
Let's do it.
Did you rip it all out and start all over?
I did rip.
Okay.
This is the only room I ripped everything out. Well, this in the kitchen. This, I had to rip it out. I really just didn't want
there
to be
was
limited.
nothing redeemable.
No, there really, I maybe could have kept the cabinets, but it was, to fix them was the same amount of money, believe it or not, than to make new. I love this company. It's called MTI. Their bathtubs are just so special. I actually went to that factory and stayed there for 3 days and experienced all of their tubs. I actually flooded one.
How would you like to go experience tubs for 3 days?
I flooded one. But
oh, is that's the one I heard the story about?
We'll talk about that another time.
Oh
but
my gosh.
This tub is purposely asymmetrical.
Yeah.
So if you sit on this side, you are sitting more upright. This side is slanted back. So
how interesting.
You want to drink your wine, or actually you drink your wine there and you
right.
lay back and read your book
sitting
here.
up.
Yeah.
Love this paint color. Okay, what color is this?
Okay, this is Iron Ore from Sherwin-Williams. I'm a big Sherwin-Williams fan. They just seem to always have the colors that I love. So this was a typical Rancho Santa Fe office. The house was built in, I think, the early 90s. So the wood tone was an orangey red that had faded over time. I wanted to keep the beautiful molding because, of course, it's gorgeous and it just goes with the structure and the character of the home. So I decided to pick this color to give it a really kind of
sophisticated, glamorous.
Yeah, glamorous, exactly.
Smoky.
Yeah, and you know, thus I have the little elements of the, you know, old Hollywood, which was kind of an inspiration for this house.
So let's talk about glam. Glam has been, again, and I gotta tell you, I don't even like the name, the word glam, because for some reason it conjures up a feeling for me of cheap. I think that glam can be sophisticated and it can be gorgeous if done in bits and pieces. So this is a good example of me. My style is industrial, modern, and glam. So I have mixed those things and I will show you which things fall into that glam category. When I select an area rug for a glam type room, now I'm in my bedroom now, I actually have a cowhide on the floor. But I also like anything that has a really plush look to it. You know, sometimes even the ones that are kind of like shag, those look really luxurious too. They can be light colors, dark colors. I personally would not do a traditional Persian rug. I don't think that looks glamorous, but something that makes you want to, like, I know what it is. It makes you want to slide down on it and lay on the floor like this and put your feet up, you know, like the old, that's a glam rug there. Lighting, it can really go the gamut. Now, you'll see that in my bedroom, I have a crystal and silver Sputnik light fixture. It is a ceiling mount. It's not even a pendant and it's not a chandelier. It's a ceiling mount fixture, but it gives off this very, you know, the crystal parts and the silver are very reflective, and it just kind of, it looks like an explosion of happiness, if you ask me. Accessorizing is what makes a home personal. Now, in my bedroom, I have kept it much more minimalist when it comes to the accessories because I've got a more modern look in here, but it's still very glamorous. If you've gone with the super glamorous, there's all kinds of things you can do. You can do gold trays that the top, you know, it's a mirror tray that has a gold frame around it. Mercury glass is beautiful. Geodes make it gorgeous because of that crystallized, sparkly, a little bit of purple or amber, just gorgeous. Anything that's sparkly and shiny. Thank you, cameraman. He just grabbed this for me. So this is, you know, I just fell in love with this because I do have a bit of glam in me. But this is a crossbody And look at that. Do you love this bag? I have a feeling you guys are gonna wanna buy one of these. I'll have to get the link for you because it's a pretty stinking cool bag. Let's take a look at the shape of my bed. For this furniture piece, this, you know, if the headboard could have come up and gone straight across, but this one curves over and curves up, and then it's solid upholstery across the top. And obviously, the headboard is what you see the most, but let's just talk about the details because I call this glam, right? Why? Take a look down here. It has a footboard and sideboard panels that are also upholstered with the wood trim all the way around in that rich, deep chocolate. But look at the base. These have brass caps for the feet. See, that's not just a simple plain black dress any more than this is a simple plain black top. No, the feathers made it glam. And this kind of detail is what makes this glam. This is white furry stuff of some sort. And I don't remember what it's called, but the legs are acrylic. It's the acrylic. That is the part that is so glamorous. So you take the crystal and a crystal accessory that just has like a see-through fan. You take the crystal there, add it to the crystal here or the acrylic, and the crystal up here, and what do you have? You have glam, baby. A large, oversized, very contemporary type piece of art. This could be in a contemporary home actually, but the white with the black, and you see this gold leaf paint that just covers this area here and a few touches there. It's kind of a bold statement, but I think it goes very well with the glam, and especially because it has the gold. If the gold wasn't here and this was just black and white, I wouldn't use it in a glam style. The last thing, of course, in a bedroom that's glamorous, absolute must for a glam bedroom is lots of layering in your bedding. I went with more of a California glam, which is just toned down and more modern. So I layer my bedding with white pillows, white sheets. These are outstanding down pillows. Look how perfect they look because they're ironed. And then this is my favorite comforter ever in the world, and it's completely filled with down feathers. And the look of the comforter is an off-white satin print, but it's tone on tone, so you don't see the print. I think it's very subtle, but that little bit of luster that you get from it being satin is really pretty. And then I finish it off with a black pillow in the center. Ties in the lamps, like I said, the art piece, and voila! That's my version of a glamorous bedroom, at least in my home. Okay. All right, so that is it for the glamorous style. Leave me a comment below and let me know how many of you are glam, okay? How many of you, like, and to what degree? Are you 20% glam? Are you 80%? If you're 100% glam, I'm a little worried. Because that place is going to be like a disco ball. But no, I want to know what percentage you would say you're, and maybe you're 0% glam. You don't like it at all. But I'd love to know that. I will say I've had an opportunity to meet a lot of you through the 1-hour consultations that I do. And when I do, it's amazing to me. Having touches of glam it's almost across the board. I can't think of someone whose home I've done recently that didn't like a little bit of glam somewhere. And maybe it's just in a light fixture. So you all probably have some glam in you somewhere. You know you do, right? Admit it. Are you, what's the word? Are you glamophobic? I hope not. All right, you guys. I love you, and I'll see you next time. I'll have another great video coming your way soon. Thanks for joining me today. Remember to give the video a thumbs up and to subscribe to the channel. And we will see you next Thursday at 2 o'clock Central. Remember, we have a free design quiz on my website, so be sure to go to RebeccaRobeson.com and check out the free design quiz. I'm sure you're probably curious to know what exactly is your design style. All right, you guys, I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.